It's your man Rico. Okay. I know I'll be going too long from this page. This is something that's on my mind. I just wanted to share. A lot has been going on, I guess, if you want to talk about what's in the news. Y'all know the Nolan Wells case is still going. And it's got sparked a lot of conversation. I think there is a second press conference planned, if they haven't had it already, at the recording of this live. I think they're already having it. I'll have to go and check it out. The family of Nolan Wells. And y'all heard a lot of stuff that's going on with that, and police sheriff, or the sheriff, doesn't seem to be very forthcoming. And so, but there's this theme that continues to come out. This theme that continues to get played. Whenever something happens to black folks, by way of the cops, or by way of other whites, or just and anything that happens, there is suspicion. But the thing is, what trips me out is how we're trying this post-racial shit so hard that it's gone to the point of disrespect. Meaning disrespect for a group of people, how we are disrespectful of how we respond, as if we have no right to respond to violence, murder, or anything. We're just supposed to sit and let other people tell us, or be shamed or insulted or guilted into not responding a certain way. So what I'm saying is, there is a large segment of America, Asian and Hispanic. There's a particular set of black Americans who join them in singing the chorus of, "It wasn't about race. It's not a lie. It's not about skin color. It's not about race." And oh Lord, don't pull the race card. You know how insulting that is when people say that to us, of all people, when it's been documented, recorded, of the Holocaust that our people have suffered at the hands of the dominant society. They hate when you say slavery. It's like, why you bringing up slavery? It's like, my question is, who the fuck y'all think y'all are? And y'all have to keep in mind, we're the only group that everyone gangs up on. When it comes to anything that happens to us, they get to play all these games. Well, black people kill black people more than anything. Then it's not our issue. Black people kill black people. The police are called. They have to stand trial. And unfortunately, there's a lot of us who actually buy into this. Don't you know, whenever something happens to Asians, Hispanics, that Hispanic was just allegedly shot by ICE, and they're having a whole big deal about it. And no one's trying to tell Hispanics how they're supposed to respond to that. Even though I have not seen the video, but I guarantee you it's more that, what's that white woman and that white guy? Some more, I bet it's a situation of fucking around and finding out. Y'all better leave ICE alone. Let them do their jobs. Damn. So now they want to make a big issue out of it. We want to end ICE. No, how about you just stop coming over here illegally? But that's not the topic. Like ICE is the problem. Wouldn't be no ICE if people weren't sneaking over into the country illegally. That's a goddamn law. Well, all of a sudden ICE is the problem. And there are people who are actually pushing it. Shout out to the Democratic Party, weirdo liberals. But with the Nolan Wells case, the Carmelo Anthony case, people who worked overtime to try to convince black folks. We've been here over 300 years, 400 years. They're going to what race is. And we've been the unwilling and undeserving recipients of the most violent, the most heinous, systematic and societal violence and racism that any group ever suffered or has ever been pressed upon on any group in this country. Then now some motherfucker gonna say, oh, you're playing in the Olympics. That ain't no motherfucking game. But one thing y'all be careful now is insult Asians. When shit happening, one something happened to Asians, they get a whole goddamn crime bill. One something, and it was done by other Asians. Try to lie like somebody black did something. There ain't nobody fucking no Asians except for other Asians. And there was a white that shot up that Asian massage parlor. But it decided to, but that wasn't that. But it's interesting. Those instances. It was an Asian shot up Chinatown, another Asian that pulled out a gun and shot, and it was a white man that shot up all them Asian women in that massage parlor. But then they showed this covered mask of a man and claimed that he was black. That pushed the Asian woman down outside of the hotel. And all of a sudden now, the Democrats and everybody joined together to get them anti-Asian hate crime bill. And then now they around here jumping up and down about illegal Hispanics. See, the legal cool, they around here minding their own business, they're voting like they're supposed to, shopping and all this. These around here acting a fool about people who broke the goddamn law. You broke the fucking law. And stop fucking with ICE. Let them do their job. If you ain't over here illegal, you should be able to walk the street. They don't mess with Hispanics. They put black people. I'm talking about ICE. I'm talking about this American criminal justice system. They don't mess with Hispanics. Dude, they have to volunteer to do dumb shit. They just be doing dumb shit. They just don't know if them get caught up because they're just like Asians. They have a proximity to whiteness, so they don't bother them. They really got to be drunk, or really got to be speeding up the street, or really be ha 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 doing all that weird ass shit in order to police attention. Even with that, they don't fuck with them. So I don't want to hear all this other shit. Because whenever you get distracted by this other nonsense, you still take it off the original sin. That's what's been done to found black Americans in this country. And you got all the immigrants joining in. Please like and share this. You got all the other immigrants joining in with white folks. Y'all stop playing the race card. Even though they got all the help in the goddamn world from this country. Tax incentives, grant dollars. We just witnessed that in our own time. Chicago, New York, and Iowa, set up there. Colorado. Where's others? Boston, San Francisco. Giving them shit. Just giving it to them. Money, tax dollars belong to black people. They taking our tax dollars and giving it to illegals. And then they get their ass up there. Well, we work hard. We work hard. We're the hardest. How the fuck you working hard and people giving you shit? We work hard. Thing about it, we don't even expect shit. All we do is expect for you to leave us the fuck alone, but you won't. So what is it about foundational black Americans that everybody keep us out of their goddamn mouth? And so the title of this is we don't have to make white people feel comfortable. You've done too much. We can talk about race. I don't have a problem talking about race. But you can't out-talk me when it comes to the race issue. And all you those out there, you call yourselves black conservatives or you deeply Christian Negroes. Well, you know, it's about love. It's about love, yeah. Until then it's you in your face. Then you get your nigga wake up call. Now all of a sudden you wanna, oh, well, you know, it was racist. Oh, just shut up. Stay in your interracial relationship. Shut the fuck up. You know, with the Carmelo Anthony and the Nolan Wells, and even it was going on with the George, all of that, they all joined together. It's not about race. It's not about race. Everything's about race. The goddamn Constitution is about race. It was racist. Who wrote the motherfucking Constitution. They owned slaves and they was writing the motherfucker. Somebody said, turn my bright. Shut the fuck up. I'm outside, goddammit. Ain't no need to turn up no god. You don't need to be looking in my face. Just listening to words that come out of my mouth. That's all you need to worry about. Yeah. Just as long as you can hear my words. Yeah. Motherfuckers. You know, we don't have to live to make white people, and all those who live for proximity to Caucasians, we don't have to make you comfortable either. We can all be civil. We can all be civil in this country. We can't continue to act like the greatest sin has ever committed is continuing to being committed. Everyone else has gotten reparations. Everybody. And I just saw on the news, or on blogs and everything, that they're Republicans who are putting a bill together to cut that $3.3 billion worth of bullshit they give to Israel every year. And guess who's upset about it? Hakeem Jeffries and all the Democrats. All the Democrats. They upset about it. And Negroes, y'all think Democratic politicians give a damn about you? Israel got all our politicians in their hands. I mean, on their payroll. Dippets. And that's where a lot of our money go to. What the fuck has America ever done to Israel? Or any Jews? Nothing, except for kiss their... But it's up to us to try to... But as black folks, it's been... And systematically continues to go on. But as soon as something just in our face, we're supposed to act like it didn't happen. We're supposed to hold hands. All of us are together. We're all created by one God. Bleed one blood. And the same blood. And all that bullshit. But they don't ever say there was something happened to Jews, Hispanics, or Asians, or homosexuals. They say, no, this must end. We have to stop this. We need to pass a law. The violators, the perpetrators will be brought to justice. That's what they say. They don't insult those other groups when something happens to them. This tragic. They insult foundational black Americans. They insult us. And then we have a lot of dumbasses who join them. They call themselves black conservatives or extra religious Negroes. You know, that shit is crazy. It's stupid. Black folks, I'm glad that we're finally waking up to a lot of this shit. I'm glad that we're finally... finally, because Malcolm X taught us, Minister Farrakhan tell us, Dr. Claude Anderson, all of our scholars been trying to tell us, and we still around here acting stupid. Still letting other people tell us how we're supposed to respond to this, how we're supposed to respond to racism, how we're supposed to respond to crooked criminal justice system, how we're supposed to respond to this shit. But they don't tell anybody else. They don't insult Jews. They don't insult sexuals, they don't insult Asians, they don't insult no other group. Those Muslims who trying to weasel their way all over Texas. I'm glad we got the governor we got. They can take your ass back to your country if you want Sharia law, if you want Muslim to be so deep. Take your ass back to the Middle East with that shit. It's very interesting. Hold on a second, okay. It's very interesting how all these folks who are oppressed and suppress other countries try to bring the bullshit over here and then call us xenophobic when we don't accept their bullshit. I'll tell you the truth. Yeah, America the free eye is free for, it's so free that everybody come over and think that we're supposed to bow down. And I'm glad Governor, who's that, Jansen? Shut the fuck up. What about it sold by anybody? Stop believing that lie. You need to get in the history class, Jansen 8463. That's that same old shit. You're not gonna make talking with lies, punk. So you can say that all the fuck you want to. See, that's for weaklings who don't know history. You don't know history. Now, what else you got, punk? So the thing is, we don't owe it to anybody. We don't owe it to white folks in this country. We don't owe it to anybody to make them feel comfortable. God damn it, you have a debt that you need to pay. We ain't asked for nothing that's fucking free. Hell, the only thing we did was work for free. Our ancestors here. And they didn't have the nerve to try to say, no, we're going to do everything based on merit. No, everything should be equal. You know, goddamn hell. When they wrote the Constitution, it wasn't for black folks. Goddamn, you were owners of black folks as you was writing this goddamn Constitution. And here we are now, motherfuckers so dirty. These goddamn immigrants and white folks so dirty. They want to take something that was meant, at least something was done right. The 14th Amendment was for foundational black Americans who were enslaved. It was for us. But these dirty motherfucking immigrants, these dirty motherfucking Democratic politicians, weirdos, they hate black people so much. They've been sneaking them in since the when they getting their ass in here? Ooh, a long time under that birthright shit. They don't belong to you. Hell, for all of y'all that hate President Trump, said it's for black folks. And that's been the truth for the longest. But you got a party that's losing voters, so they're going to bring them in under that. And on the Supreme Court, the main black man that they hate so much was the one that's standing up for black folks. That's Clarence Thomas. And the main bitch that they in love with so much, with the white husband with the white husband and white kids at home, who cannot define a woman. Ketanji Brown Jackson, bitch, the one sold us out. Y'all get yourselves together, black Americans. Get yourself together. Well, I think it all Americans. Well, everybody went all Americans then, goddamn. It was just black folks and white folks at that time. Trying to put that damn thing together. Then everybody else, 100 years later, all of a sudden, here comes some goddamn Mexicans. Here come the fucking Asians. Everybody want to come in on shit that the backs of blacks. Then come in and act like you better than us. Well, I said, we don't have to make you comfortable either. Yeah, you should be kissing our ass. And I'm glad they're doing that boycott. It's not even a boycott. It's like transferring the black wealth. I'm so glad people are doing it. Keep doing it. Don't just stop at the Asians. If you live in the hood, block all them stores that's not owned by black folks who live in the neighborhood. Block all that shit. Shut all that shit down. But have your business plan in order to take it over. Get them out the inner city, because all these little hateful immigrant groups that can't stand blacks in their own fucking country, they're in this American government. All the tools they need to succeed, then put them in a black neighborhood. They don't put them in no white hoods. That's why I said, everybody in the hood, get out the nail shops, get out that beauty supply house, get out the motherfucking, get out the goddamn Asian restaurants, get out all of them. Let the fuckers, recruit some white folks from somewhere to come to your shit. Get other Asians to come in the hood and eat the shit. Or how about black folks? You open up your own. Since you like Asian food, open up your own goddamn Asian restaurants. Yeah, get on. The one thing they've been doing for the past 50 years, 60 years, getting all the money out the ghetto while they live in all the white suburbs and send their kids to Stanford and Harvard and Yale off of food stamps, few pennies off of liquor, hair, nail money, everything black folks went in their stores to buy. Don't buy shit out of there. Nothing. Take your ass to the white neighborhood where you live in. Go over there and set up shop in Frisco, Texas. Set up shop in Collierville, Tennessee. Set up shop in one of these white suburbs in whatever 50 states you live in. Sell your shit over there. Stay over there. And anybody who lives in the hood, you can own everything. You can own your own goddamn hood. Stop giving your money to the Asians. If they Filipino, of Asian of any kind, and goddamn Africans, stop buying their shit. Make them open their shit up. Make them open their stores up in the white neighborhood. That's who they're in love with. You know what? They can't, because they're not allowed to do that. Because I don't have a problem with anybody who comes over to this country legally. I don't. I like other cultures, especially when they're nice. But what you're not gonna do is play in my face like I haven't read the history of your country and I know how you hate blacks in your country. The Asian countries hate blacks. And no, the European countries do. What else? Latino countries hate blacks. Everything is hate black folks. Yeah, and the evidence is all over. Look at all of them. They all try to be white. Can't stand a dark skin, nothing in Mexico, Honduras, Colombia, Brazil. They can't stand nothing dark. Yeah, they dark there, but in the Dominican Republic, they can't stand nothing dark. They want all Latinos to look like Gloria Estefan and look like Jennifer Lopez. They want nobody to be dark. Then you bring your ass over here with your anti-black racism from your Asian and your Latin countries. Stop me when I start lying. Shit is crazy. Again, love people from all over, but don't do that. And again, black folks, we are not here to make white people comfortable. We were forced, people felt the need in order to survive to make white people comfortable. For the first 200-300 years. And then you had another 100 years of legalized segregation called Jim Crow laws. But when we were segregated, that's when our people flourished. That's when our people flourished. And then some fucking geniuses came up with this bullshit called assimilation, integration, unequal integration. Yeah, it was segregation, unequal already. And these motherfuckers, these geniuses together, the civil rights movement, these motherfuckers fighting for assimilation and integration. Ain't that a bitch? It was already assimilated, goddammit. They didn't have to integrate. What they need to do is Goddamn it, share the goddamn tax dollars like everybody else. And through all of that, you know who was surviving, who wasn't even telling all that going on? Because they was here. Asians, Hispanics. It was still, they had already integrated into white culture, white society. But Negroes was at bay. And y'all still don't think they the inside man? And we let them all, every aspect of our living, we let them, those two groups, all in our goddamn Kool-Aid. And then number just come in and take notes and take it back to old mouth. And then try to be belittling, be some smart asses. Like I said, I'm gonna keep saying I don't have no other cultures at all. So, but the disrespect will have to stop. And then when that same white culture turns on y'all, all of a sudden, where are the blacker people? And then now Hispanics want to talk about some black and brown. No, nah. Y'all ain't never been no goddamn black and brown. Just cut it out. And I need us to understand, we are not here to make white people comfortable, because they don't make us comfortable. They never have. Right now, we try to call it, because the civil rights movement is about us trying to at least be civil. No, they have no interest in that. They want to make sure we remain in an oppressive and depressive state. A lot of you are helping. So whenever something happens with like a Carmelo Anthony or another Nolan Wells or Eric Garner, George Floyd, anything like that. So, we have to stand 10 toes down like everyone else does. See, I'm not saying anything that's not familiar to other groups. The question becomes, why is it that black folks aren't allowed to stand on our black feet and be upset? Why aren't we allowed to be mad, to be upset? There is a generational anger that's been passed down in this country. And then the first thing you want to do is try to insult us and undermine and minimize our pain and our hurt under this system. So this shit is crazy. Again, we don't have to make white folks comfortable. We don't have to be friendly with immigrants either, who only you want to see us as a stepping stone to white acceptance. Now, if you're an immigrant, you cool, you legal, you cool. We can dance together, we can kick it, work together, shit. If your women are cute, your women can get it. But all this shit about everything's not about race. Well, go back to your own country then, motherfucker. Go. I invite you. So what's Christian talking about? At the end of the day, everyone is free to buy a ticket for a destiny where it might be better. Yeah, everybody who's not from here, yeah, take your ass on. Yeah, you right, Christian. So that's your culture. What culture talking about? My culture is American culture, so that includes all of us, right? Smart ass. Yeah, American culture. But we're foundational Black Americans. There's cultures within this American culture. So I know where you're trying to go, but hey, that don't bother me, bro. Tell you, you're not talking to a slow one here. And I'm reading your comments just as a courtesy. I'm finna like wind it down, but I appreciate you. Bring your funk ass trying to be a smart ass. I said all you cans, y'all be blocked and deleted anyway. I say blacks want everyone to accept them even when they're doing wrong. Well, excuse me? Carlos, what's that? Carlos Acosta, a fucking immigrant, talking this shit. Fuck you talking about? Y'all the ones want to be accepted. And you're wrong. And y'all need to quit fucking with ICE. That's what you need to do. See they got pistols. Leave them the fuck alone, Costa. And get your paper correct, fool. And then go somewhere and go to work and shut the fuck up. Don't worry about what black people do. We don't need your commentary on our race. We got it. Everybody wants to speak about us. Speak about your own. Talk about where your folks from. Where they from? Puerto Rico. That's part of American culture, but it's kind of different. Where you from, Carlos? Carlos, where you from? Put up there where the fuck your family's from. Then I tell you the history and I'll tell you the history you from while we're talking about black folks. Don't worry about black folks. I can handle talking about black folks. I don't need no commentary for no goddamn, you see, Jesse Lee. What? Look at that. That's the best you can do. Where you immigrant? Where the fuck y'all from? Talking this shit. Oh, Rico, that's xenophobic. It's not xenophobic. It's not that I don't want you here. I want you here legally. Because if I went to any one of your countries, I have to make sure that my paperwork's together. And I know damn well the Mexican government, the Bolivian government, the Japanese, Chinese, Philippine, Vietnam, Thailand government is not going to give me no motherfucking money on no debit card. They ain't going to get no free health care. These motherfuckers ain't going to put me up in no apartment for 6 months to a year. They sure ain't got no food stamps over there. So that's what I'm talking about. And then, but you expect to bring your ass over here and live high off the American hog for nothing. But they're actually using you. But they're actually using y'all. Thinking that y'all gonna vote for them. I'm talking about these goddamn Democrats. And I'm not leaving the conservative Republicans out too. You know, they don't, them motherfuckers, they trying to play both sides. They got a lot of immigrants work for them for the low. So it ain't just the Democrats, but I call them because they're the ones in your face with the Republicans. They're the motherfucker that's hiring the illegals to do the cheap labor. They ain't sure. But my point is, y'all need to leave black folks alone. Because we're not your issue. Yeah, you motherfuckers just haters. Because we're the culture. And stop bringing up that subculture. Every group has a subculture. What you talking about that shit, smoking blunts and all that, that ain't got nothing to do with us. That's just them. That's just some few folks in the code. That's what America chooses to highlight. Choose to highlight that where those of you who don't know shit, well, you assume that that's what it is. But a lot of us are intelligent enough to know that all Mexicans, all Colombians, all Dominicans, all Asians aren't assholes. We know that. But a lot of them who are racist assholes. There are quite a few who are really nice and really cool. See, I'm not one of those who let TV tell me about a culture of people. I know how to read. I know how to look up the best parts they are. That's what I do. Who's that? Christian says, as an illegal immigrant, you get everything for free in the UK. Just don't do it. Just don't do it the legal way. I don't know nothing about that, bro. That's stupid. See what I'm saying? Motherfuckers don't fair, but I'm here to tell you. You know, black people, stop giving everybody the benefit of the doubt. All you gotta do is do the research on their countries. These fucking immigrants, the ones who are illegal, and those who are legal, their countries don't give a shit about. They don't give a shit about dark-skinned Mexicans. They don't give a shit about dark-skinned Puerto Ricans. They don't give a shit about dark-skinned Colombians. They don't give a shit about dark-skinned. If there's some black Asians anywhere, they know their ass is in trouble. Because Thailand, the Philippines, Japan, China, Vietnam, they don't like nothing, dog. They miss it. Hell, there's some black soldiers went over there back in the day and had sex with them chicks. And they still treating those biracial, those blazing kids like shit. Then they come over here and try to get a proximity to whiteness. Get your ass on back to your country with that shit. But I digress. So if you're a legal immigrant, you cool, man. Let's kick it, let's party. If your women look good, tell them to holler at me. But some of them Latin chicks, especially the dark ones and the cocoa ones, ooh, my. There's some cute ass little Filipino chicks. You know what I'm saying? We can do this, but we can't be playing these racial games, because a lot of you want to be close to white folks here. Y'all think that's where the power is, and so, but it's not true. Anyway, y'all be cool. I just want to get that off my mind. Y'all continue to like, share, and subscribe. You know, by the way, for those of you who don't know, my name is Rico. I am an opinionist, and this is a black YouTube channel that I talk to black people. I know when I go live, a lot of you others come on here and just try to show you a little thought. I a lot of times don't read your comments, but today is a beautiful night. Whew, it rained earlier and it left like a cool breeze, and I can appreciate that. But y'all just visit us. So when you come on my post, you better expect to understand and to know that I'm talking to black people on my damn YouTube channel. I ain't talking to everybody else. I'm not a kumbaya brother like that. Because we got things we have to do on our own. Talking about foundational black Americans. Everybody else is cool. No, we can party and drink, and we can salsa cumbia. We can do some African dance. I know a couple of them. We can do all that. But I don't play those kind of games. I'm not in love with the world like that. Because I'm too busy trying to get us to love us first, then we can spread it out. But we've done it backwards. We right here trying to look out for everybody else, stand up for everybody else, and our shit is still, and they still kicking us, coming from the rear, kicking us in the rear. But I digress. It's your man Rico. Please like, share, subscribe. But also, this is a black YouTube channel for black people. So I don't even care if you're a dickwad black conservative. Bring your little bitch ass on over here. We can talk. Y'all be cool. Talk to y'all later.